Hey guys, Mark from Gunpla Network here, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a special and different kind of review. It's actually, as you can see here, I've just got the guide in front of you because all I have is a box of parts to put together. Big thank you to Hobbyco. They offered and I said, yeah, cool, I'll help out, and gave me a couple of exclusive kits to review before I bring them in for display today at the GBWC Anime Expo this weekend. Smash in Sydney. And this one's the Gundam Virtue, part of a 4 kit box set, which is the Season 1 Gundams from Gundam 00, the HG exclusive clear versions. The other was the Curios, which we've already done recently, so being a clear kit with no difference, it wasn't a point in doing it. So, onto the unboxing partially. Just the standard kind of HG booklet that you get. So you get Virtue on the front. He's a bulky he's the heavy arms, I guess, of this group. A, B, C, D runners, a beam saber set, and 2 polycap sets. Now, I have a funny story on that. I'm actually missing a couple of polycaps, and I didn't have any spare of the J type that I needed, so we'll have to find those later. But yeah, you'll see in a minute. We'll go through the booklet. There's just some art showing you poses that you could do with it, and some of the accessory breakdown. Standard kind of shooting pose with the big GN bazooka. The GN bazooka can open up into a full burst mode with the shoulder cannons. You can also, if he loses the bazooka for some reason, you can just have the cannons aimed over front. The rear view. Now, being a clear kit, that's the only difference to the build, hence why you don't have a different guide. The standard guide will suffice. There's your colour painting chart, which would be useless for this particular kit. Starting at the start as usual, we're going to do the torso with the GN drive in the back. We'll get onto the head. Actually, this is where it goes different. We'll do the GN bazooka. It's pretty cool looking. I don't like usually big guns, but we'll then start assembling some legs. Start on the feet, then the legs. And surprisingly for a bulky suit, he's actually got decent looking feet. They will support him. We'll then finish off the legs and move on to the waist. Finish the assembly and then move on to the shoulder cannons. And they attach. That's where I was missing the polycaps to attach them. If we look around, I think that was, yeah, that's it. So that last colour page is the end of the assembly, which actually just explains how to move the shoulder cannons around. You can take them off, put them on the arms. His beam saber storage is actually, because he's got such big shin guards, I guess, at the front, you can store them in the front there, which is a pain to get in and out, but really cool. They open up to reveal the shields. Well, imaginary shield effects. Don't get any. And then that's how he attaches underneath and how the bazooka opens up. He's a pretty cool looking Gundam. Even in clear. I am not an Expo clear person. I've never bought an Expo clear kit. I'm not sure I would. Maybe this weekend will change that. But yeah, he's actually really cool looking because the black plastic, while being clear, is still dark enough. And on the clear parts, they don't look too rubbish. So this is the GM bazooka in its exposed form. There's a handle on top, a little sticker in the front for the camera. These 2 handles open up on the side for him to grab it. And because they actually have a range of motion going up and down, but then where most Gundams suffer is the wrist movement. You can't get them in line, but these open up to allow you to, get some decent posing with that. It's pretty cool, especially for a 12-year-old, 11-year-old master high grade. That handle just comes off and goes underneath. They both detach, so you choose either one. Now there's actually a gimmick here. So the bazooka closes up, you just hold and slide that at an angle, just carefully. There you go, and that's in its closed form, not the full burst mode. Some yellow clear detail part in there, and there's actually a nice detail inside there, like a barrel, a rifled out barrel. It's really cool for an old high grade. The sticker sheet I haven't really used any of. Now this is where I had the issue. I was missing 2 J-type polycat. We'll probably find later when I get back to the Hobbyco office. So you'll be able to see some blue tack. Yeah, I had to improvise, guys. Blue tack is your friend. When you only want to do it in a temporary fashion, you want to glue it. That's him at the back, some thrusters on there. If we come around, these actually pull. Oh, yeah, I'll pull that off. You can see a vent at the top. That will pull open, and that's your movement for the shield. Okay, head movement, a little back and forth, not a great deal. And because of the Gundams from that series have high collars, they won't turn around. The arm movement keeps falling off. The arm movement won't go all the way around because you have that big backpack on, but if you were to remove that, it will go all the way around. There is some good shoulder, half a chest movement there. The wrists will swing all the way around because they're just on a ball joint, and the arm will bend 90 degrees. I'll just take that off. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Without the backpack, it will go all the way around. The waist movement, there's a little back and forth, but I feel like that's just loose, not actually a feature. It will turn all the way around. His waist doesn't restrict him like some. No side waist movement. Front skirts are a joined piece at the front there. You could cut, but it will make them looser. There's no back, but there are some thruster detail parts there, or GN verniers. Leg will go up, but the front skirts will block you, and he has beefy legs, guys. This guy definitely didn't miss leg day. He will bend at the knee, a little, but obviously not going to get real high, so this guy won't be going into any massive kneeling, crouching poses. The leg will go back a bit, but you'll get stopped by that huge back skirt, and the ankle will turn all the way around. There's one in each kneecap for the 2 beam sabers. I haven't built Cerevi before, his second mobile suit from the 2nd season, but I assume it would have a gimmick like that because it had hands that actually produced the beam sabers in the legs. Alright guys, and that's it. That's my review of the Gundam Cerevi. I think if you like clear kits like Expos, definitely buy this kit. It's good, and the base kit would be cheaper and just as good. So, alright guys, thanks very much for joining me for this quickie review, I guess, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.